So if you guys haven't been watching this season, we're having one of the closest MVP races in NBA history. I mean, we have a guy who's been crazy efficient. We have another guy who's putting up crazy stat lines every single night. And in this video, I'm going to break down both of these guys, and I'm going to let you guys decide who the MVP is. But at the end of the video, I will tell you guys who personally I think should win the 2025 MVP. Let's get into it though. Okay, so the first MVP candidate I want to talk about is Shai. Shai, he has been phenomenal this season. You can even argue that he's been the best scorer in the entire NBA. I don't know how people still feel about Kevin Durant or maybe Jokic, but Shai, he's been a phenomenal scorer this year. He has his team as the #1 seed in the Western Conference, and that's largely due to what he does. His production is why OKC's how they are right now. Now, of course, OKC, they have a great defense. They have an elite defense, actually. But Shai, he has been part of that. He's been an amazing defender, not even to mention that he's been a great passer and playmaker. But let's get back to Shai's efficient scoring. Shai this season, he has the most 20-point games, 30-point games, 40-point games, and 50-point games just this season. He's been rolling. And yes, when you're trying to find an MVP candidate, he needs to win games. I'm never going to pick a guy who's the 7th seed in the West just because he's averaging 30 points. That makes no sense to me. You have to win games as well. Production matters to me. So Shai, and he's doing exactly what I expect. He's playing both sides of the ball and has his team as the #1 seed in the Western Conference. It's going to be very hard to not give Shai this award. I'm just saying. But Shai this season, he's averaging 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists, and he shoots 52% from the field. Shai, he's just having a phenomenal season. He hasn't scored under 20 points since like October. We are now in March, soon to be April. Like, that's just great. Shai, if you asked me who the MVP was, I would tell you Shai, but there's another guy that he's in competition with, and he's pretty good as well. And just real quick before I start talking about Jokic, Shai and what he's doing right now, he's just so young. I think he's only like 25 or 24. Like, he's still a young player, and he still has more years to go. So imagine when he turns 30 and he's more mature. Whew, Shai's going to be an elite player for sure. He already is. Now imagine in the future. Now it's time to talk about the guy who's been winning MVPs for like the last 4 years. Nikola Jokic. Now Jokic this season, he's averaging 29 points. He's 3rd in the NBA in scoring. He's averaging 12.9 rebounds. He's 3rd in the NBA in rebounds. He's averaging 10.4 assists. He's 2nd in the NBA in assists. So if you mean to tell me this guy is top 3 in every single category and his team's the #2 seed, why wouldn't he win MVP? Why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he? I would give him the trophy if you ask me. You're leading in all these categories, points, rebounds, and assists, and you're the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. Not even the East, 2nd in the Western Conference. Yo, Shai and Jokic, this race is so hard. You really can't say who's going to win. They're both just elite players, literally. Now, just like how Shai is having a phenomenal season, so is Jokic. Jokic is the first person in NBA history to score 30 points, 20 rebounds, and 20 assists in a game. In one game. Yes, this went to overtime, but this is still nuts what Jokic is doing. Like, he's recording crazy stats that we never seen in our lifetimes. You could go back and even see if Will did it. Will never did this. Bill wasn't doing this. Jerry West wasn't doing this. Kobe wasn't doing this. Like, a lot of all-time great players were not doing what Jokic is doing right now. And this just makes his case stronger as well, because we're seeing a player who we never seen before. We're looking at one of the greatest offensive players in NBA history. If he's not #1, he's top 3. Because I still think about Curry, LeBron, Jordan. He's definitely a top 3 to 4 offensive player ever. Come on. What are we talking about? So both of these guys are having elite seasons. They're both winning games in their Western Conferences. So, what is the separator? I think the separator has to be who impacts winning more. Now, Shai, his team, I do think he has a better team than Jokic, 100%. When Shai goes off the floor, he has 5 guys that come in, and they're just playing elite defense, getting turnovers, getting steals, and just scoring off these steals and turnovers. So that is a lot. That's a lot. But Shai, when he comes back into the game, he does impact winning a lot. He's their closer. He's their best player. Now, Jokic on his team, when he goes off the floor, they completely fall apart without him. But when he's in the game, they have one of the best offenses in the entire NBA. So that means Jokic can't even sit down for 5 seconds because his team is going to fall apart without him. But then when he's on the floor, they have the best offense in the entire NBA. So if Jokic was playing 48 minutes a game, the Nuggets will have the #1 offense just because of Jokic. just because of Jokic. But don't get me wrong, just because Shai leaves the game and he has other people who are capable coming in the game playing defense and scoring the ball does not mean that he does not impact winning at all. Like I said, he is the closer. He's the guy they're going to go to the most to close games. And for the most part, Shai, he's been clutch and he's been very consistent. I think that's one of the main things we don't talk about as much. Jokic, yes, he can have a crazy stat line, but then there's games where Jokic has 12 points. Like Shai, the last time he had under 20 was in October. Like, that's nuts to me. But long story short, yes, I am favoring Jokic right now, but I cannot deny the 50 wins that Shai has for his team and how he's been beating the better competition. Like I said, he's beat the Celtics, the Knicks, the Cavs, the Nuggets. He beats the better competition in the NBA, and in those games, he looks like the best player on the floor here and there. Maybe versus Jokic, I could be iffy, but Shai, for the most part, he does look like the best player on the floor when he's out there with most of those teams. And like I said, he has been very consistent. I just think the 20, 30, the 40, 50-point games, they do it for me personally. And like I said, the winning, the 53 wins that they have, or I think it's like 52, whatever it is, I'll put it on the screen. I know they have 50 wins, but it's the wins that do it for me. And if I had to pick MVP, yes, I will lean towards Shai. He's a great defender, great offensive player. He's leading the league in scoring. #1 in the Western Conference. Like, what more can you ask for? And this is not a knock on Jokic. Jokic is having a phenomenal season, but so is Shai. So, yeah, it's hard right now. But with that being said, if you guys like this video, make sure you guys like, comment, share, subscribe. Get this video to 6 likes, and I will definitely be dropping again. But for me, Shai is the 2025 MVP. Thank you guys, and I'm out. See you guys in the next.